Prepping at its core is about cultivating a state of readiness for emergencies, both big and small. It's a proactive approach to life's uncertainties. It's like having a fire extinguisher readily available, not just for a small kitchen fire, but for potentially bigger problems that life might throw your way. It's important to understand that prepping isn't just reserved for extreme doomsday scenarios that you see in movies. It's a practical, everyday responsibility that anyone can incorporate into their lives. It's about taking ownership of your safety and well-being. For instance, if you live in an area where hurricanes are a recurring threat, or perhaps you reside in a region prone to heavy snowstorms and blizzards, you naturally take steps to prepare for those specific events. Prepping, in its essence, is simply common sense. It's about proactively taking reasonable steps to ensure your family's safety and comfort when unexpected things go wrong, providing a sense of security and stability. It's not rooted in fear or paranoia, but rather about embracing a proactive mindset and fostering a sense of capability in the face of adversity. The world feels more uncertain than ever. We are constantly bombarded with news of crises, both near and far, leaving many feeling vulnerable and anxious about the future. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of potential threats. Natural disasters, supply chain disruptions which can impact access to essential goods, and cyber attacks are real threats that can disrupt our daily lives and critical infrastructure. These events highlight the importance of being prepared and self-reliant. Emergencies can turn a normal day upside down in minutes, shattering the illusion of stability we often take for granted. Power outages, for example, can leave you without lights, food, or heat for days, especially during extreme weather conditions. For the unprepared, it's a crisis, filled with stress, uncertainty, and potential danger. For a prepper, it's an inconvenience, a manageable situation they've planned and prepared for. Being prepared helps your family and your community by freeing up resources for those in greater need. When you can take care of yourself, first responders can focus on the most vulnerable. Prepping builds valuable life skills, like purifying water, ensuring you have access to safe drinking water in any situation, basic first aid, allowing you to handle minor injuries and illnesses, and even growing food. Prepping isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving with confidence, knowing you can handle whatever comes your way. Start small, build skills, and grow your resilience. Each skill you learn and each supply you gather adds to your overall preparedness. Every step you take makes a difference. It's about being smart, not scared. It's about making informed decisions and taking rational actions to protect yourself. So you're diving into the world of prepping? That's fantastic. But let's address something crucial right from the start. The single biggest mistake new preppers make. It's focusing on accumulating stuff, before developing essential skills and crafting solid plans. All too often people rush headfirst into buying gear, filling their carts and garages with the latest gadgets and supplies. They get caught up in the consumerism, thinking that simply owning these items automatically makes them prepared for anything. But the harsh reality is that gear without the necessary knowledge and skills to use it effectively is essentially useless. Buying things provides a temporary feeling of accomplishment. It feels productive in the moment, but ultimately, it's a false sense of security that can leave you vulnerable when a real crisis hits. In a real crisis situation, you need to know exactly what to do, how to react, and how to solve problems effectively. Not just own a collection of potentially useful stuff. Consistent practice and in-depth knowledge are the true foundation of preparedness. The real preparation happens in your head, through careful planning and problem solving, and in your hands, through consistent practice and skill development. Focus your energy on what you can actively do, not just on what you can passively buy. That's the essence of true preparedness. A balanced approach that prioritizes knowledge, skills, and planning over mere accumulation of stuff. So don't fall for the common trap of prioritizing stuff over skills. The gear-first trap is everywhere. Magazines, websites, and ads push products as the answer. This turns prepping into shopping, not real preparation. People collect gear but lack a real plan or system. It creates a barrier. Many think prepping is too expensive to start. But you can get prepared on a small budget, store water in soda bottles, make a family plan, learn first aid online. Skills are cheap, gear is expensive. Another problem, people don't practice with their gear. A fancy camp stove is useless if you've never cooked on it. Practice builds confidence and reveals what works. Physical and mental health are often ignored. Being fit and calm under stress is more valuable than any gadget. You can't buy resilience, you build it. Focus on skills, plans, and health. Use your gear, don't just store it. Preparation is about action, not accumulation. Start with what you have and what you can learn. That's how you avoid the gear trap. The bug-out bag is a classic example of the gear-first mistake. People stuff bags with expensive gear, then stash them away, thinking they're ready. But have you planned where you'll go? A bag without a destination is just extra weight. Your destination determines what you actually need. How will you get there? Have you practiced carrying your bag? Most people overestimate their ability. A heavy bag is easy to carry in your living room, but exhausting after a few miles. Have you used the items in your bag? Camping with your gear is the real test. You'll quickly learn what works and what doesn't. Practice reveals flaws and helps you refine your kit. A bug-out bag is only useful if it's part of a real practiced plan. Don't just collect gear, test it. Make your bag a tool, not a burden. That's how you make it count. The fortress mentality is another common mistake, stockpiling supplies and planning to never leave home. But disasters like house fires can force you out instantly, making your fortress useless. A good plan is flexible. Shelter in place, but also have an evacuation plan. Don't isolate yourself. Community is a powerful resource in real disasters. Neighbors help each other. Mutual aid is key. Inside your home, you still need skills. Fixing things, first aid, and problem solving. Supplies alone aren't enough. Build skills, connect with others, and stay adaptable. That's real resilience. Fix the stuff. First mistake, by changing your approach. Start with, why am I preparing? Do a realistic risk assessment. List the most likely emergencies for your area. Next, ask, how will I handle these? Build a plan for each scenario. This reveals what skills you need to learn. Practice those skills before buying gear. Only buy what supports your plan. Every purchase should have a purpose. Plan first, skills second, gear last. Let's get practical. Grab a notebook and write family emergency plan. Start with communication. How will you reach each other if separated? Have an out-of-state contact. Focus on your top risks, like a multi-day power outage. For water, store 1 gallon per person per day in clean bottles. For food, keep a 3-day supply of non-perishables. For light, have LED flashlights and extra batteries. Practice living without power for an evening to test your plan. This reveals what works and what needs improvement. Schedule practice nights every few months. For medical emergencies, have a first aid kit and take a basic class. For job loss, build an emergency fund and learn budgeting. Each prep combines a plan, skills, and supplies. This balanced approach makes you truly ready. Don't just own gear, know how to use it. That's real preparedness. Prepping is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't measure preparedness by how much gear you own. It's about your ability to think, solve problems, and execute a plan. If you have gear but no plan, start fresh today. Focus on real risks, build a plan, and learn new skills. Take small steps, one scenario, one skill at a time. Celebrate progress. It builds true self-reliance. The goal isn't fear, but confidence and peace of mind. Prepare smarter, plan, practice, then buy. This is the path to lasting preparedness. Stay safe and be ready.